Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will soon unveil a plan that would give the Palestinian Authority full security control of more areas of the strategic West Bank, according to diplomatic officials with specific knowledge of the proposal who spoke to WorldNet Daily. Separately, sources in the Israeli defense apparatus cited aspects of Netanyahu's upcoming plan they fear will harm the Jewish state's anti-terror capabilities. The Israeli news media has been rife with in the past few days with reports Netanyahu has drafted a secret plan that will be announced within weeks. Netanyahu himself has talked about a new so-called peace initiative without being specific. Israel's Haaretz newspaper this week reported that the Prime Minister is considering a plan to cooperate with the Palestinians on the establishment of a Palestinian state with temporary borders as part of an interim peace agreement that would be implemented immediately. The newspaper did not cite any details of the plan. Diplomatic officials speaking to WND divulged the plan seeks to give the PA near complete control of territories known as Area A, as well as more control of Area B and security compromises in Area C. Area A refers to West Bank cities in which the PA has granted Palestinian civilian and security control as part of the 1993 Oslo Accord negotiations. Area B refers to territory under Palestinian civil control with Israeli security control, whereas Area C consists of Israeli security and civil control and includes the territories that contain Jewish communities. While Area A is already supposed to be under PA security control, in reality the Israeli Defense Forces operates there almost freely at night. According to the diplomatic officials speaking to WND, Netanyahu's plan was formulated under heavy U.S. and international pressure. The announcement was also made in the wake of a recent debate at the United Nations in which Israel's Jewish communities in the West Bank and Eastern Jerusalem were slammed as illegitimate. Officials in the PA contacted by WND said they were aware of Netanyahu's plan and that they are going to publicly reject it once the proposal is announced. Palestinian officials have been hard at work convincing nations around the world to recognize a Palestinian state within pre-1967 borders. Others have upgraded their Palestinian mission to full diplomatic status. By September of 2011, when Palestinian officials looked to declare unilateral statehood, they believe they will have committed over 150 nations who will recognize a Palestinian state within pre-1967 borders. The major peace initiative by Netanyahu is thought to be a preemptive strike to counter the Palestinians' unilateral move. If this is indeed what Netanyahu plans to announce in the coming weeks, I'm afraid it will fall considerably short of world expectations, including the Obama administration. Certainly, we have all waited to see what Netanyahu's plan really entails, but preliminary reports see the plan being rejected out of hand. As it stands, with a volatile Islamic Middle East destabilizing oil prices that some experts fear could push the price to over $150 a barrel and bring on a second world recession, further incitement by Israel in refusing to create a Palestinian state within pre-1967 borders could push the region into war. Many prophecy experts believe a war described in Psalm 83 is still yet future and could evolve from the present Middle East unrest. There is also a much greater war that is prophesied still yet to play out, known as the Battle of Gog and Magog, where Russia will lead the Islamic world, including Iran, against Israel. Many believe both of these wars will take place prior to the start of the tribulation period. If either war comes as a byproduct of the present Middle East uprisings, you can expect the cost of oil to skyrocket to prices well beyond our wildest nightmares, pushing the world into a deep financial depression. I should point out a variable in the Middle East that is becoming more and more apparent to the world. The state of the Middle East is imperative to the success of the world economy. If you think the present unrest has threatened global markets and financial stability, imagine what a regional war on the scale of Gog and Magog or Psalm 83 would do. I would have to believe it would push the world into a deep financial downturn. This may be the reason why the Antichrist will have to confirm or make strong a treaty with Israel and many to stave off such a catastrophic war. I do see the day coming when world economic stability will depend on a stable Middle East. With this in mind, the Antichrist and his powerful allies may bring about peace by force. Daniel 8:25 says, "And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many." It is my belief that the Antichrist will cause prosperity to return, but in doing so, he will keep the peace by destroying anyone that may attempt to upset world stability. So how far away are we from this possible scenario taking place? Unfortunately, no one knows for sure, but I have to believe we are in the season and all the players are on the world stage. If oil is the catalyst that will continue to make the Middle East relevant to the world, their time is running out. According to numerous automotive industry experts I have read, gas-powered automobiles could be on their way out by as early as the beginning of the next decade. As many as 15 countries, including China and the U.S., are investing heavily in the future of electric car technology that many believe is as sure a bet as the internet. With this said, I see Middle East relevancy diminishing as a global economic player within the next 15 to 20 years, or sooner as this technology matures. Certainly, this could all change if the price of oil were suddenly to become reasonable again, and or new abundant supplies were discovered. This would delay any momentum for an electric car revolution. Of course, there are many other direct signs that proclaim the soon coming of the Lord. One in particular is a rash of earthquakes that have struck various parts of the world recently. For more information on all the signs leading up to the rapture of the church, go to the video link listed at the bottom of the screen. This is Terry Malone with the Calvary Prophecy Report.